And viewers, let's get you the latest update as far as the Middle Eastern crisis is concerned. The war is continuing even as US President Donald Trump has signaled that the war may be ending soon. Amidst all of this, it seems Iran is ready for a 10-year war with the United States of America. IRGC advisor Brigadier General Sardar Ibrahim Jabari has said, "As someone who is informed, I say this, we are prepared for 10 years of war with the United States of America, at least 10 years. It is a massive statement, in fact, that has been made by IRGC advisor Brigadier General Sardar Ibrahim Jabari. He has suggested that IRGC, the Revolutionary Guards of Iran, are ready for 10-year war with the United States of America. It's prepared for a long haul. Iran says it can sustain a decade-long conflict." A big statement there coming in from Iran, from IRGC advisor, at a time when US President, for the first time, in fact, it was mentioned that perhaps we could be moving towards the end of this war very soon. So now what we are witnessing is a war of words. In fact, on one hand, US President Donald Trump, who along with Israel started Operation Epic Fury on Iran, signaled that the war could be ending soon. We have a big statement coming in from IRGC, the Revolutionary Guards in Iran, and the advisor there saying that Iran is ready for a long haul. It is prepared for a long haul. It is even ready for a war that could go on for at least 10 years. It's a big update that's coming in. Remember, US President Donald Trump has always maintained that the only thing that perhaps could end the war is complete surrender by Iran. But Iran doesn't seem to be backing down, and this particular statement also gives us a sense of what Iran really wants at this point in time. Remember, after the elimination of their supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, now his son has been made the supreme leader of Iran. Trump clearly is unhappy with these developments, and despite that, Trump indicated that perhaps the war could be ending soon. And hours later, we have a big statement emerging from Iran. Iran clearly not in a mood to back down, because this time, remember, Iran has also involved the entire Middle East in this conflict. It no longer remains a war between US, Israel and Iran. We have, in fact, the Middle East also getting involved. Listen in to what exactly US President Donald Trump had to say earlier.
If we didn't go in, they would have come in after us, because I see the Democrats trying to justify it, and they're failing because the voter on the street is saying, "You got to be kidding." But I see where they're going, where they're always saying, no, there was no reason. Well, I'll give you the best reason of all. Within a week, if they were going to attack us, 100%. They were ready. They had all these missiles, far more than anyone thought, and they were going to attack us. But they were going to attack all of the Middle East and Israel, and if they had a nuclear weapon, they would have used it on Israel. And this was going to be a major attack. And they had all of those missile sites and all those launchers that we got rid of, about 80% of them right now, by the way. Got rid of most of the, see it's died down to a trickle. They have very few launchers left. What our military has done is amazing. They wiped out almost 20%, maybe 22, 23%, but the rest are going very quickly. And the missiles have been largely knocked out. The drones have been knocked down, and we're hitting where they make the drones. We know them all, and we're knocking the hell out of that now where they manufacture the drones. A lot of work, a lot of brilliant work, but we're going to have a much safer world as soon as it's finished, and it's going to be finished pretty quickly.
Now, viewers, US President Donald Trump has issued a strong warning to Iran amid tensions over the Strait of Hormuz. In a statement, US President has said that if Iran attempts to block the flow of oil through the crucial shipping route, the United States of America will respond with overwhelming force. He warned that the US could strike Iran 20 times harder and target sites that could make it extremely difficult for the country to rebuild. Trump added that death, fire and fury would reign if Iran disrupts global oil supplies through the Strait of Hormuz. So a stern warning there that has gone from US President Donald Trump towards Tehran. He has warned of death and fury. Listen in to what he said.
Continue Operation Epic Fury. We're also focused on keeping
energy and oil flowing to the world, and I will not allow a terrorist regime to hold the world hostage and attempt to stop the globe's oil supply. And if Iran does anything to do that, they'll get hit at a much, much harder level. I will take out those targets that were easy and that I mentioned just before. We'll take them out so quickly, they'll never be able to recover, ever. If they want to play that game, they better not play that game. In the long run, oil supplies will be dramatically more secure without the threat of Iranian ships, drones, missiles, nuclear menace, or anything. So the Strait of Hormuz is going to remain safe. We have a lot of Navy ships there. We have the best equipment in the world, inspecting for mines. Again, most of their ships are down at the bottom of the sea. But we will hit them so hard that it will not be possible for them or anybody else helping them to ever recover that section of the world if they do anything. In recent years, the regime and its terror proxies have launched attacks on hundreds of commercial vessels. We're putting an end to all of this threat once and for all, and the result will be lower oil prices, oil and gas.
Let's now go across to my colleague Srinjoy Chaudhary joining us live right now for more on this. Srinjoy, now two important statements there, and I would like you to, decode for our viewers what IRGC specifically has said. Trump, of course, has warned Tehran of death, fire and fury, though he's also signaled that war could end soon. And now we have a statement coming in from IRGC advisor who has said that Iran is prepared for a long haul. They're even ready for a 10-year-long conflict.
Well, first of all, President Trump, as you know, is very unpredictable. He says different things. Now he's very optimistic about the Straits of Hormuz being open and oil supplies going through. There are three things to consider here. First, the Iranian weaponry, whether it's the drone, whether it's the ship, anti-ship missile, whether if there are any shore batteries. If they are there, an oil tanker in that area will have difficulties whether it's being supported by the American Navy or not. That's really the first thing. As far as the Revolutionary Guards are concerned, I mean, for them to say we can fight for 10 years is not an issue. Think of what the Iraq war, how long that lasted, and the kind of casualties the Revolutionary Guards took. But this is a slightly different war. You are facing a country which is so overwhelmingly superior militarily that 10 years is it's a good thing to say, but how long this fight will go on in a realistic way is not, it's definitely not going to be 10 years. So we'll have to see how things work out, how things pan out, because 10 years, probably not. Yet President Trump says that this is going to end soon, which is reassuring for the markets, for oil prices, for everybody in the world. But let's hope what President Trump has just said actually happens.
Right. Thank you very much, Srinjoy. Appreciate you joining us with your inputs on this story. Let's all